Hey everyone, it's R. How's it going? I just want to make this quick video because I think it's important that I make it. And it's quite honestly the most screwed up thing that I have probably ever experienced, or one of the most screwed up things. Um, so, on this Facebook wall for this thing at my university. It's a book exchange or a book selling page, and um, essentially what happened is this person posted that they got a ticket for their car when they went to go pay. Now, there's this person who's going to remain anonymous, although I feel like I should say their name because in case you know them, but I mean, by the end of the day, I don't really think it's going to solve anything. But this individual used the term faggot in a comment to essentially talk about things in regards to this individual who gave this other person a ticket. Now, me being a queer and trans person, as well as queer rep, I was like, hey, let's use other words than faggot. My sexuality is not an insult. Now, instead of this person being like, okay, cool, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, this person started going on about random crap. Not necessarily random crap, but started defending themselves for what they said. Now, typically, I'm all cool with people defending themselves. It happens all the time, and so forth. But this individual, being the person that they are, was like, I have 3 gay friends. Guess what, buddy? And for every person out there who has gay friends but still uses homophobic language, it's still homophobic. You, as a non cis, well, not necessarily cis, but you as a straight person do not have the right to use the term faggot because you are not a queer person and has never been used against you. With that being said, I was like, hey, you know what? Just because you have gay friends doesn't mean you can still be homophobic. And after that, he started saying, oh, why don't you get over yourself? You as a, or he didn't say as you as a so and so, but he's like, oh, at the end of one of their comments, they were like, oh, why don't you get over yourself? I was like, um, well, I'm just whatever. And then they also brought up the definition of faggot, which, if you do not know, means like a bundle of sticks, twigs, things like that. Um, but historically speaking, the term faggot has been used against gay people, has been used against queer people, and has been used against witches. But I'm not going to go dive into that part. But with faggot, if you don't know about this, if you were suspected of being gay or queer, and if I'm not mistaken, being trans, you had to pick up sticks and twigs and such as you apologize to the people on the sides for being gay, for being queer, for being trans, as you walked up to where you would be murdered, or essentially burnt to death. And essentially, this person was not understanding that while the term faggot meant bundle of sticks, it also brings back to the fact that those bundle of sticks were used to murder or burn people to death. It was used to murder queer, trans, and so forth because you're different, because we're not a cisgender heterosexual. So it really annoys me that it happened because it's just like, well, it's not really solving anything if you're going to use the term faggot and start attacking me and my identity, even though you have gay friends. By attacking me, you're essentially attacking your friends. So maybe by the end of maybe people should think about whether or not they use language such as faggot or other words that I'm not even going to say. So, I mean, which also goes back to why I ran for queer rep. I didn't run for queer rep for the sake of gaining power or anything. I ran for queer rep because I had an idea that there was a lot of there's homophobia, transphobia, and so forth within my university. But I didn't really, like, maybe it's because I didn't experience it firsthand that I feel like I didn't think it was as bad. But now I feel that I need to actually host workshops and make it mandatory, or try to make it mandatory for all students, because it's the fact that so many queer and trans people are in such a shitty space, and me myself included. There's so many queer and trans folks who are struggling, and with especially with their identity, and people are constantly attacking them, and whether it's their own family, friends, not necessarily friends, but people from the outside. It's pathetic that someone thinks that just because you have gay friends means you can use the term faggot. Well, guess what? No, you can't. So I've decided that I'm gonna write up, or I'm gonna start working on planning a workshop that I'm hoping my university and the student association will support, and have it be something that students would be involved in, because it's definitely something that I constantly experience: homophobia, transphobia, that so many other folks experience homophobia and transphobia, amongst other things about their identity. So I apologize again if this is triggering. Please do what you need to do for self care. You're more important. So, yeah, you know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, everything. You're amazing.